They did it. They actually did it. They made a decent Halloween sequel. Believe it or not, it has been 40 years since the original Halloween movie. During that time, there have been numerous sequels, but none of them have been critically acclaimed. Until now. David Gordon Green's Halloween sequel, it tells the story as if the last 9 films in the franchise don't even exist. Which is probably for the best. Instead, for the last 4 decades, Michael Myers... No, not that one. The other one. That's better. Anywho, for the last 40 years, Michael Myers has been held prisoner at a mental health facility. During that time, Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, the babysitter that once escaped the killing spree, she is now a grandmother and a self-confessed basket case. She has a terrible relationship with her daughter Karen, played by Judy Greer, who is resentful of the way that her mother brought her up, basically obsessively preparing her for the return of Michael. Sure, her mum's paranoid, but it is justified. The killer does indeed return. After escaping from a prison transfer van on Halloween night, he sets out to finish a job that he started all those many years ago.
I have prayed every night that he would escape.
What the hell did you do that for?
So I can kill him.
Green, the filmmaker, has got this movie perfectly balanced. He shows real appreciation for Carpenter's vision and style. There's a few nods to the original, whilst at the same time giving us something fresh. Even the music is something we've heard before, and yet different. The soundtrack, it features several new versions of its predecessor's iconic main theme, amongst other tunes. Now, interesting fact for you, Carpenter, he crafted the soundtrack with his son, Cody Carpenter, and longtime collaborator Daniel Davies. What really surprised me about this film, even before seeing it, is that it has an 18 rating. So many studios these days, they'll take bits out, they'll water it down, just so they can lower the rating and sell more tickets. When in actual fact, quite often, particularly with horrors, they're just ruining the film. In this case, by keeping it 18, it really allows to have some gruesome and really effective kills. Now, it's actually Laurie's granddaughter's friends that mostly play victim to Michael Myers, which actually isn't surprising, because if slasher movies have taught us anything in the past, it's that if you're going to drink underage, you're probably going to die.
There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a horror movie. For instance, number 1, you can never have sex. No! Big no-no! Big no!
I'm a dead man.
Sex equals death, okay? Number 2, you can never drink or do drugs.
Now, the script, it can be a bit uneven. I do wonder whether this is because of Danny McBride co-writing it. After all, he is of course known for his comedy roles and comedy writing. And I did notice a few jokes were slipped into the script that just kind of felt a bit out of place. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm all for comic relief, I like some humour in my films, but sometimes it just didn't work. Now, without giving too much away, there was one particular scene where a young boy is joking around, which is fair enough, but the one-liners continue when he's face to face with Michael Myers. It just took me out the movie a bit, that's all. Now, another minor bit of criticism is that although this is a scary film, it could have been scarier. For me personally, I felt the death scenes were over a little bit too quickly. For me, I like my horror films to have a bit more of a slow build up, you know, create a bit of tension, really get under your skin. But this is just minor criticism in what is a fantastic horror film. This is the sequel to Halloween we have been waiting for 40 years. In fact, I give it 4 out of 5 Michael Myers. Thank you so much for watching this review. If you did like it, please subscribe. Don't forget to click that like button. Also click the bell, comment below. All these things will help a small channel grow. It really is appreciated. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
There's a reason we're supposed to be afraid of the snake.
I've been preparing for this for a long time. It is not safe to be on the street tonight.
Go home! Get out of here! Get inside! Michael!
He's here. He is a killer, but he will be killed tonight. Happy Halloween, Michael.